Hello and welcome back to the Broken Doll. Alright, I have the doll, I'm going to say done for right now. Now will there be a little bit more using the Dremels? Yes. Here, there, wherever. I'll be doing some cleanup, I call it, the picking away and just tweaking the doll a little bit better. What am I going to do right now? Well, now it's time to wipe the doll down. I've cleaned up my area. I've got everything back to the way it should be. I've taken towels off everything, and I got a bunch of towels to wash up, even myself, because I'm full of dust on my arms. And a lot of it blew that way, though, and just where you're initially working. So what I want to do next is do the cleaning up of the doll and my linseed oil. This is what I use for linseed oil. I get it from Michael's. You can use the boiled. Boiled linseed is just about drying time. It's more for the artist who's doing the painting on the board type of thing, you know, on the easel and whatnot. It doesn't mean anything to us. For me, I just put the linseed oil on and let it dry for a few days. One thing about, I'm going to be returning this doll to oil paint. Anything that it had on it was acrylic. So it was painted heavily with acrylic. I went down a couple layers and checked again as I was going down, and it was still acrylic. So this doll has been stripped right down. So some things have been done to this doll, which has made sense along the way as I was using the Dremel. I found really thick areas with some putty type effect on the doll, which covered up some dimples. It may not have been done in a manufacturing. It might have been done by whoever was the last person to restore the doll. There's been some new fingers, some toes, some things like this, just some little odd things that were done. Maybe it was also done in the factory. We will never know. Those are the secrets that lie many years ago, which have no concern to us now because they're gone. And the doll is everything's been exposed on the doll. That's what I do. I rip the doll right down to its composition. And for those who don't know what composition is, this is it. What it is sawdust and glue compressed together with heat, and it molds into whatever they press it into, like a doll. And these dolls were made actually in the 1800s. Composition is in the late 1800s. They were using composition right along with bisque and porcelain type dolls. Or bisque. And composition gained traction actually during the World Wars because there was a shortage, and the trade was more about war supplies than it was bringing dolls across. So, and a lot of manufacturers in Canada and United States were starting to make their own. They weren't buying from European countries anymore for doll parts or heads or legs or whatever. Sometimes they would just buy the heads from Europe, bring them across, and they would make their own bodies, the legs and the arms and the cloth body or whatever, leather body, whatever it was going to be. But now they were making their own dolls in the First and Second World War, and especially when they hit the Second World War, they really picked up. And then out of Second World War came a wonderful thing called plastic, or early plastic, and that really took over in the late 40s into the 1950s. And these dolls start to wane out. They start to leave the market, and last ditch efforts were trying to push them through. Any old stock was being hit. It was maybe they were, instead of having tin eyes, they were giving them plastic eyes just to try to sell them and to make them look more new with everything else. But it wasn't going to last because plastics were taken over. And you know what happened in 1959 was the Barbie. And before that, we had Miss Revlon in the early mid 50s. We had a lot of dolls coming out in the 50s, bride dolls, you name it. The plastics were taken over, and the world of a whole new set of dolls were coming in, and these dolls took a back seat, and sometimes they were in the trunk and attic, and that's where they were. And now what we're going to do is wipe the dolls down. I'm using microfiber. I keep this stuff off to the side because it's picky. It picks up a lot of the dust on the doll, and I can just take it and wipe it. You can see it starting to come on my rag. I found a lot of places on this doll that it was just not right. We covered up. You can still see I got some plaster in there to dig out later, but it doesn't have to be right now today. Okay, I'm going to do the arms. A little history on composition in the doll world there. Always nice to know. I'm not the only one who knows all about this type of stuff. A lot of sites, doll sites. One I will give is Rachel Hoffman. I love that lady. She's got a beautiful doll shop. I would like to visit her doll shop sometime. And in the States there, she inherited it from her mother. And, oh, I would love to go see that doll shop. I'm going to make that a quest of mine. One of the things I want to go do. And I will, of course, call her up ahead and just tell her I would like to come and visit her and see her doll shop, you know. But wonderful, wonderful stuff. Oh, my goodness. There we go. So we've wiped down our doll. So now what are we going to do? Well, we got our wonderful linseed oil, and I'm going to pour it into a little bowl. Right here, I got my little bowl. It's been, oh, I don't know if I want to use that one. Maybe we'll use this one. I buy these little bowls. If I see them out and about, I get them, and and we'll put some linseed oil in there. We can put some more in later. I don't know how much we're going to need. So first of all, what I want to do is down inside the head. One of the things about linseed oil is it loves oil paint. Because why? What's in oil paint? Linseed oil. There you go. So you're not going to go wrong at putting linseed oil in your doll. So I'm just going to put some on the inside of the head. I know I got my brush here, and it's a very narrow opening. And it will soak in. It won't hurt the doll. It loves, like I say, it will help relax. I'm hoping to relax some of this, the composition, give it what it needs. Okay? And that's okay for the inside, I would say. You know, we got some on the inside here now. Yeah, that looks good. I got around the eyes and... Okay, now we'll come to the outside of the doll. And now this is where I couldn't find I bought these wedges, and I kept looking at this picture, and I thought it was Pocahontas, and I thought, what's Pocahontas doing on a bag? But it wasn't Pocahontas, it was I don't know what I was thinking here. Oh, no, can't get that open. All right, well, we'll just take it and snip it off then. There we go. I don't know why I was thinking that. I'm getting late at night here. What is it? Well, it's 20 after 12. I had a good snooze today. The dog and we went to sleep here. Can I get this open? No, it will not open. Let's try that. That should do her. I don't know if I'm going to get this. Okay, I've had it. I'm going to go down. I was trying to use... there we go. Ah, yeah, now we're in. Okay. So now what we're going to do is just take this here, makeup wedge, and we're just going to start putting it on the doll. And this will also clean some of this stuff off just as well. Got my glasses on here too. That helps me out. And this is all I do, is just take it. And just... Yep, and just let it sit for a few days. And I might put 1 or 2 layers on. And this just helps to take some of that dryness out of the composition. And then when you go to paint the baby, oh my goodness, she just, the paint just loves the linseed oil that's soaked into the composition. Now we're going to be putting some more plaster on this doll, and we're going to be doing a lot of other things to this doll just as well along the way. But right now, let's just give her some babying up, as we will call it, since she is a baby doll. If you were to look in the head is dark up inside because they put also like a glue up in there as well. So... Oh, she's just dry, dry, dry. And this is what the linseed oil does. It gives it some relief. You can just lay her on the towel, you know, or I've got my, what do you call it? My paper towel holders here to put the legs on, and we've got some places for the arms to go on and just to hang, and you know, that crack is going to be something to fix there. I dug out that white part in there and got that out finally. And we'll get her looked after though. Some good Millie Putt will help her out, and yeah. There we go. Yeah, she's looking really good now. She's bathing in her, it's like going in the bathtub and just sitting and soaking. She's soaking in her there we go. She's soaking in her bathtub here of linseed oil. Isn't that nice? Okay, now she will lighten up a bit, but not a lot, because the linseed oil really soaks in nice into her. Now we'll get these legs done too. Sometimes when you put the linseed oil on too, it shows you mistakes where you need to get into. And I've been seeing some here and there as I've been doing this. It kind of darkens the area and you go, oh, okay, I didn't see that. You know, I see little places where there's still some paint, like right here. You know, but that's what it's about, you know. But we got the great big portion. Like we got 99% of the paint off. That little 1% is nothing compared to what she had on her. We got rolls of fat back again on this doll and some wonderful stuff, you know. And this linseed oil will last a long time. You don't need a whole lot of it on her. You can see how much I'm putting on her. It's not a lot, just enough to wet her down. And she's soaking this up right now. This is going on her. She's just like, she's been in a desert for a while and she's thirsty. The composition, you got to feed the composition, you know. You got to feed the doll what it needs. And at the bottom of this foot here. Like I said, I took off stuff that, you know, oh, I see some paint there, right on the heel of the foot. But I will get that off. And like I said, the little bit of, see, I can see paint in here now. I didn't see that before. You get so much white on the doll that you can't see. Like you think you got it all, but you start to see places, and I start going, oh, there, you know. I guess I could just set these upside down like this, you know, on the table here. Okay. Do this one here. This one's got quite the, that's all right. We'll get her fixed. But just beautiful stuff. Oh, there we go. I don't really care, like, I don't want to say I don't care. I don't need to get the paint out of here because this will be hidden by the cloth. I do get some of it out. You know, I don't want anything going over this joint, like showing other paint. So I've taken that part out. But as far as right in there, you don't have to get in there and dig that all out. I did on the neck of the doll. I'm a little bit more pickier around the neck than I am the legs. So, but it's up to you. If you want to dig it out, you'd be welcome to do it and dig it right out if you want. I might still. I'll get carried away and just say, okay, I'm going to do this, you know. And yeah, I can see more paint on this doll. But it's just little stuff. It's not, like I said, this huge stuff that I had that was staring at me in the face, you know. So I want to make sure you're seeing all this. Ugh, there we go. Oh yeah, you're seeing this. Okay, I don't want to get too far out. Yeah, okay, I see where I gotta be. Okay. Maybe I'll just knock the camera just a titch over this way. There we go. There we go. So, yep, and just sit it upside down and let it soak. Now for a couple days, a day or so, I'll just let that sit. And now we'll do the arm. You can see how much it spreads out. You don't need a whole, this is a bigger baby, so it's going to take more, of course, than some smaller doll. But yeah, this is all you do, and there we go. So just wipe it all down with some linseed oil, and like I said, this stuff is just from Michael's. That's all you need, and it's lasted me a long time. You know, it doesn't like I said, it doesn't take much. An artist probably would go through more than what I would of this stuff if they were mixing and thinning down their paints and everything. Yeah, I can see in the fingers here I need to get some paint out. See, it shows everything right off. and you can't escape it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, this is nothing though. Like, I'm like, okay, sure, whatever, however. But I don't know what to do here. I'll just lay this down. It doesn't matter. It will, I'll bend that up in a second here. Hang on. I got a place where I can hang these back behind me here. So, I just don't want to do it on camera right now. There we go. Well, it was cold today. I was in shorts yesterday, was it? And bare-legged and, what do you call it? Bare leg, and I was in my, just a hoodie. And today I wouldn't even I just stepped out to feed Porky, and nope, I just went, nope, I'm done. I'm in. Bye. Staying hibernating. Didn't even bring the animals out because I just knew what they were going to be like. It's just so cold. The cat would love it, but not the dog. The dog would get so cold. It was too bitter. I thought we were going to get snowed on for sure, but we didn't get anything like that, so thought we would though. But okay, there she is. She's done. And she's looking really good. So I hope you like what you see there. And that's all you do. Not a big deal. Yeah, she is easy to do. And you just let her dry for a day or so. And then you can come back and we'll start working on the next parts of what she needs. Like the next thing, like she might need now, we'll start millie putting. Oh no, we got to finish taking out some paint here. I got to kind of prime her up a little bit. And I might just do a lot of that off camera so we don't, you know, so you can see the next move, because you get the idea of what I'm doing here. And, you know, just pay attention to that and to that part of it. And, you know, you see what I've done here. So it's just taking the paint off. I'll use a little, probably my little, what do you call it, Dremel and my Stilo, and I'll use it, and I might just take up my knife and just pick away at some paint just till I get it out. It's called picking. I just pick away at it and prime it up a little bit until she's done. But no, she's looking really good now, and I hope you like what you see here. Lots done. And let's see, can you get the head in there? Can we see her head? No, we can't see her head, but where's my lid here to my linseed oil? I'll move her head over. There we go. Move the head over just a little bit like this. There it is. There's her head, and her other leg is right here. So yeah, they're looking great. And we've come a long ways with them so far, but we got a long ways yet to go with them. But not impossible. We can get these done, you know, and they'll look great, you know, when they're done here. And I hope you enjoyed what you're seeing here. And I know I haven't been doing a lot of talking because you can't talk over those machines, you know. I try to talk in between and whatnot, but this is it. Somebody was asking to make sure I don't skip the linseed oil. I thought, no, we'll get linseed oil on them, not a problem. I could tell she needed it. You can just feel the dryness in your hands. So I hope you enjoyed what you've seen on these two last videos here. Well, they're not the last. But anyways, thanks for joining me. And click the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you can. And give me a comment. Thanks again for joining me. Bye-bye.